Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the yet another episode of Fridays with Davle. Myself, Dr. Rajesh Yadav, lecturer, Department of Psychiatry at MLDMHI, Palghar, presenting this interesting topic, sports and mental health. What we are going to do is we are going to recall the concept of total health and its important, most important concept, which has been very less talked upon, is mind and mental health. Also, we are going to see the different types of sports and their different utilities with the demonstrations of practical effects of sport on our mind and brain. That will allow us to get a better understanding of the short term and long term benefits of sports for better mental health. Uh, going back to the understanding of health by WHO, where they have stated as health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, where mental component is been very less talked about, as I earlier said, because it's very less likely that we get engaged into the constant talk about our mental health or mental health related problems or make any positive effort to take care of mental health. What happens in that process? There are ultimately there are difficulties we face sometimes in terms of not able to cope up with the normal stresses in our daily routine. Our productivity overall reduces over period of time. So this is what a mental health definition given by WHO, where they state it's a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own ability and can cope up with normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make some or the other contribution to his or her community. So if we are not following all the parameters, then there are chances that we have a difficulty in all these region. Uh, it's very less likely that we are involved into sports or any activity, because when I look at the recent surveys where they have talked about only 64% of 64% of Indians do not do any sorts of exercises, or 57% of Indian did not play any sorts of sports in last 1 year. So all these findings, these results are very shocking in that sense, because if you see normally exercises or sports are being advocated primarily for physical health. They are very less likely to be talked about or be advocated for mental health perspective. uh, so it leads to a very important question that is our brain has any connection with exercises or sports in any ways. Can sports or exercises be very helpful to us to become mentally healthy? That will allow me to ask you a question. If I ask you to do something right now, which will have a positive effect on your brain immediately, so it may be short term. So will you do that? Or if I frame myself to be very precise further, uh, if I ask you to do something which can have an immediate and long term effect on your brain, and that will ultimately prevent you from getting any sorts of depressive or anxiety episode or any advanced brain diseases, will you do that? I would rather do it, because it's a very impressive affair, I would say. So I would suggest you to get involved into this physical activity or travel, which I'm going to take you into. First of all, I'll tell you my story because as a child, I recall I'm very sports enthusiast. Always try to get into any in some or the other sports every now and then. Even I recall I used to be get tightened up at home so that I never go out of the house. That allowed me to get less attention sometimes towards my academics. And even there were incidences where I went for a playing cricket or other sports before board exams also. What I noticed at that time, these my acts were not just they were not having any direct impact on my academics or my grades, but they have made me more calmer and more composed during those stressful situations. But what happened, as you grow up, you get engrossed in work, and ultimately all this activity get reduced, which happened in my case also. And there was this situation in my life few years back where I was facing this psychological difficulty in terms of having low mood, in terms of not able to cope up, in terms of having completely breakdown. I was confined to a dark room. In that sense, my physical health was also getting deteriorated. So, in a sense, I was completely miserable at that time, which I never wanted to be, and I would not want myself in that shoes again. So there was this surprise trip to Himalayas, 8-day track, where I went alongside a group of people from all over across India. So meeting those people, meeting local people have had a direct impact in terms of sharing from myself, from their side. That has some importance, some effect on my betterment of a certain improved mood. But major impact was this every day, which I used to climb for 4 hour or 5 hour from one point to second point, from 1,000 feet to 5,000 to 10,000 feet altitude. That used to give me a major boost because when I used to reach from one point to another point, it always used to give me some sort of sense of achievement. Uh, so and even submitting to at -4 degree was also a very important achievement, I would say. So what did that trek do to me? It brought back the spark of self confidence in me, that I can also do certain things which I was not able to do for certain period of time. Uh, Better attention and better focus, and with better regulated mood response, emotional response. But what I noticed after a few days coming back from that these effects were temporary. So why were they temporary? That allowed me to go back to the literature and study about it. But after going back to the literature, after studying about it, I found it that I should get involved in these such activities very often, regularly. So there was this study where it's a meta-analysis study where they have stated the effect of exercise on mental health, where they have clubbed the information from various sources, various researches, and categorized those findings in these categories, where they have suggested how exercise or physical activity will prevent our mental disorder to occur, or how they can be used for treatment of mental disorder. We're going very specific, how they can be used to treat depression and anxiety, because there are various case studies available, how these exercises or physical exercises, sports have allowed patients to come out of these depressive or anxiety states. They have also advocated to involve exercises or sports activity in the regular treatment methodology, and ultimately building the science of physical activity and exercise to prevent and treat mental disorder. Uh, what is the basic learning from all this from this study comes up? It overall, the exercise or sports activity reduces your stress level by increasing your happiness index overall. It happens because there are less sadness, and the loneliness feeling which is there, it gets reduced further. And these effects can be short term and long term. It depends how we are using it, how often we are getting engaged into all these activities. So why does all this happen? So what is there inside brain which is allowing all this activity to occur? So these are the two prominent areas: the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus. Prefrontal cortex is the area which is very critical for decision making, for better focus, and ultimately overall personality of a person. And hippocampus is an area which allows our memory to store information, to form a long-term memories, facts, and events. So why all these things? From where all these things happens? So what does sport do actually? It boosts our prefrontal cortex and hippocampus to generate new cells. So that makes our prefrontal cortex and hippocampus to go much stronger and a bigger structure, that result in a better protection of from so all sorts of disorder, or incurable psychiatric illnesses too. Why all this happens? Because of the certain discharges which happens in the brain in form of neurotransmitter, especially the endorphins, which is the hormone responsible for pain and pleasure response. So the more the endorphin, sharper your focus improves, which ultimately improves your memory and mood by reducing your stress hormone, which is cortisol. And there are two important other hormones or neurochemicals which get discharged are the dopamine and serotonin, which are the happy hormone and ultimately makes us more calmer and more pleasant feeling one can get. So when talking about sports, so normally when we talk about sports, it's always been advocated where it is like it's a competition base. Yes, sport is majorly a competition, but there are these three types of sports. Primarily is the achievement sport, where competition is always upfront, where your achievement are being measured in terms of whatever you are scoring, whatever how many matches you are winning or something. And then comes up the fitness sport, which is structured primarily by the goals of health, hygiene, and aesthetic. So you are concerned about your own self ultimately. That sorts of sports like running or jogging or going for trekking, mountaineering, and there are these bodily experience, bodily movement, and sensual talks, sensual movement, like folk tradition or dancing in open or closed place. That also is a part of sport which allows one to get into a better physical health and ultimately improves the overall mental capacity or mental functioning of an individual. So there are two interesting cases from my own practice. This is case number one, where this is a 38-year-old male, a PhD scholar, a chemistry from chemistry, married man with 8-year-old autistic daughter, who came to me for his complaint of recurrent gastric trouble, GB calculi, after his daughter showed a improvement from medication. So what after further evaluation, what I found that apart from GP calculi or gastric trouble, he was having certain low mood, which is going from certain period of time with a constant with occasional anxiety issues. He's a very obedient person, a very ethical person. Is often get irritated if somebody is misbehaving or not following certain rules. uh, on further further interview, what I revealed about his past, that he was always been involved into some or the other primer physical activity in some sports. Or he also used to go for trekking. But there was this accident where he has witnessed death of his very close friend, and from there, uh, uh, his lower side of the graphs started, along with the daughter's autism and other family related issues. See, his overall interest towards the physical activity or sports has gone further down. And he coming from rural area, uh, he always used to miss his family, but the parents especially. So what I did, considering all the type of personality he is from and the basic rural background, mostly because if you notice the rural background, that means you are primarily into nature. So I advised him to get involved in regular tracking along with the medication, and football at times, whenever you get time related to that. I advise his wife especially to motivate him to go for trekking, because what happens sometimes, he used to feel कि नहीं आज नहीं जाना चाहिए. So I advise his wife to constantly motivate him. Even I took him alongside to trekking. Even he also asked me to come for certain trekking experiences alongside. uh, so what happened as a result? He started developing his interest in that those physical activity which he was completely negating during those time. Even he took his wife also alongside to him for tracking, which allowed the aggressive nature of his daughter. So which allowed the aggressive nature of daughter also get reduced. So overall, his mood is very much better. His confidence is a lot improved. Gastric trouble, even the GB calculi is also shrinking. Then there is this case number two, where this is a 40-year-old businessman with two daughters. Is a well-established packaging businessman. He was being presented by his wife with obesity, depression since last 6 months, and post lockdown. Suddenly, as the business has gone down, his mood also went down, resulted in sleep difficulties, further weight gain, poor self-gain, reduced desire in any sort of physical activity, and he started drinking alcohol more often now. So what I found on further evaluation that he's always a very competitive person from childhood till now. He always wanted to get ahead of everyone, a step ahead always. May it be a sports, may it be a personal life, may it be a professional life. But alongside, he's a very social and jolly person. He has a huge friend circle, so they are always engaged in some or the other cricketing activity primarily. He has a huge collection of photos of cricketer with or without him being in there. Uh, but because of all these losses in business, he was not following all those activities very regularly. So what I did after taking complete case along with homeopathic medication, which was been identified, I advised him to join back to his friends on the cricketing field. Even contacted his friends to ask him to come out. Start with smaller matches, then go for the bigger tournament or something. Also spend time with wife at evening for double badminton game, because wife is interested in badminton. So why I ask him to go for doubles badminton, because when you are playing in double badminton, you have a competition form available from the opposite partner, and when you are in double badminton, you have to take some confidence in your partner, that will allow his and his wife's relation, which was a little bit strained because of all this trouble, to get re-established. So as a result, what happened, there was improved sense of well-being, better self-care. Alcohol habit has gone completely down, better mood, and now he started to focus on bringing back business on track with all sorts of new methodologies available. So what we can say overall, the mental health benefits of sports or any physical activity can bring. First of all, it sharpens our memory and thinking. The same endorphin which makes us feel better helps us to get better concentration, feel much more sharper than the usual, higher sense of self-esteem, because meeting small goals every now and then will always give you certain sense of achievement. When it becomes a habit, it will always foster you inside you a sense of self-worth and makes us feel much stronger. Like in my case, those every day climbing to certain point, that always used to give me a better boost to my energy and overall confidence. Most important, the learning through failure, because experience of facing defeat can build up a resilience and self-awareness, because the failures are going to be there, they are part of life or sports. Which is when we allow it to occur and take a better positive side of it, the resilience and self-awareness increases, which is very useful for managing the academic, social, and physical hurdles in life. And then the collective experiences from team, because when you are involved in team, when you are involved with group, so everybody comes up, they're trying to get engaged for a certain decided goal, that will allow us to learn trust in self and others, to get better help, to get help, and to do help for others. So working together for same goal, it always reinforces the growth mindset within oneself. Like if I can do something today, I will do it, or improve myself and practice furthermore to achieve it someday. This mindset that sports can bring in, and which is useful for all boxes in life. It allows us to have a better sleep. Short to long exercises will always help you to regularize your sleep pattern. Relaxing or stretching exercises before sleep will always give you a better uh, relaxing sleep. And most importantly, the more energy with reduced level of any sorts of physical illness, may it be cardiovascular illness or other illnesses. So is sports for everyone? Yes, everyone might not enjoy every sport, but they will enjoy certain sports, for that's for sure. So take your time to understand which sport is of your liking, which suits your strength. If you are not able to find it, then you can consult to the expert or talk to somebody who is engaged into these activities. And also the types of sport varies according to age. So the type of age for young person, it will always differ as compared to the type of age to the old age person. So what is the learning which I got from this overall experiences? It's very energy boosting, I would say. Like after every sweat enduring activity I had undertaken, with every sight of those green, lush green mountains or the snowy mountains, the crackling of dry leaves below my feet, uh, it always used to give me a better sense of achievement, better mood, better energy. This is what has kept me to go back to mountain every now and then, and because that always reduces my stress level every now and then. So yes, sports is for all. It's even bit better because it's free, and more importantly, it's a fun activity. So one should always get engaged into. So this is a founder and director of Center of Mind and Body Medicine, the author of Unstuck, a great book. I would suggest everyone to read about it. James Gordon, who stated after his complete experiences that physical exercises has a direct effect on your biology and psychology. So when he's saying biology and psychology of depression, that means he's talking about the all neurological changes which happen, ultimately improves our psychological expression. So exercises increases level of neurotransmitter that may sometimes be depleted, and releases relaxing and pleasurable inducing endorphins. So exercising, we discover that feeling of helplessness, yes, helplessness and hopelessness begins to fade. That has what happened in my case, and into given cases also, that allows us to feel much more relaxed and better sense of improvement. So yes, sports is an emotion that helps us to overcome all kind of depression. So on that note, I would like to finish this presentation stating that try to get engaged into any of the physical activity or sports activity every now and then. That will always add a boost to your self confidence, self motivation and everything. So try to stay fit, not just physically but mentally also. Till then, we'll see you in next episode of Friday with Dhavle. Take care.